gonna show them what little girls are made of. Gunpowder and lead. Welcome to Secret Handshake. This is a weekly show that we do on Wednesday nights. I'm Cassie E.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Harper. Hello. Welcome. Let's all scooch over a tiny bit.
Yeah,
I think we got our
Scoochie, Stanley Tucci.
Sorry for both.
I can't stop saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley Tucci is...
No, because you keep running it, he keeps getting in the way.
I'm like, please, like,
Yeah.
I can't tell you, like, for someone who claims to be, like, an accomplished actor, not very spatially aware.
He claims that.
Yeah, no one else feels that way about him.
Let me see your resume here, Stanley. Now, you claim to be an accomplished actor.
His resume is just like...
It says the words accomplished actor.
And then below it says, I'm Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, Scoochie, Stanley Tucci. Do you think I could get that to, like, catch on? Like, is that something that I should, like, cultivate?
I just assumed
not
you got it
sure.
from somewhere. So yeah, like I feel
No,
like
I fully made it up. I'm the first person to ever say those words in succession in the history of mankind.
that sounds correct.
Is the audio still being weird? It doesn't look like it is on our end.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry about that.
The audio is going... Someone's mic is freaking out. Is it
Yeah.
mine?
Oh, is it mine?
Uh-oh. I hope I didn't mess up my song. My
Yeah.
good country song.
Me too. Sorry, as we fix an audio issue.
Should we
Nick,
all just,
tell
like,
me if
on and
it's...
off it?
Tell me, Nick.
Well, I mean, I'm not seeing an issue right now.
Oh, okay.
Now it's normal, but for a minute it was real scratchy. I'm sorry
Oh, okay.
about that. I
It
don't
could
know.
have just been mine.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a lot of necklaces. Like, it could
Be
be...
careful about leaning back on your pack.
My pack is in my
Oh.
front.
Oh, okay. Well, be careful about leaning forward on it then. I do see yours disconnect sometimes. Anyway,
I've got a front pack. You've got a backpack?
I've got a backpack.
I've got a butt pack.
Oh.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Okay.
So we have a really fun show tonight. We are naming the show Yes or Nola. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. Or
Or
Nola.
Yes or Tesla. We didn't really decide.
Yeah.
I think we
that one
absolutely
didn't-
decided
That one didn't
that
cut.
it was.
That didn't-
yes
yeah.
or Tesla.
Yeah, I think we bailed on that one for
the
it not
answer is
making
not
sense.
Tesla.
No, wait. None of you drove a Tesla this weekend?
Oh, that was only you.
Yep, that was just this one.
Sorry.
Uh-huh. I drove a rocket. A real one, not just a car that went in space. I'm cooler than you.
Harper in space.
I went into space. It was fun,
Did
and
you
I
hate
wasn't
it?
afraid of it.
Oh.
Did
okay.
you have to time out when you pee? I don't know why that's a recurring joke.
Yeah.
Like, for the past 3 episodes, we've
You know,
talked
if
about
you've
having
joined
to...
us for the past couple of weeks, you may be enjoying that callback joke about when you're in space, you have to schedule when you go to the bathroom.
I didn't realize
Something that we at this show love.
Yeah, I didn't know that, like, your bladder was, like, subject to gravity. Like, I feel like I remember learning, like, maybe from Magic School Bus that it's, like
swallowing?
swallowing.
Yeah.
Like, because you can be upside down, like, on the monkey bars.
Right.
And, like, you can swallow because, like, gravity doesn't. So, but your
But
bladder
like, birds
isn't.
can't do that.
Yeah, birds can't.
But, like, birds can't do that. So, hi. I'm Cassini. I'm from the Aviary Nation.
It's fun because like,
Aviary Nation, rise up. That sounded terrible, actually.
It
I
did,
was
yeah.
trying to do the joke that Nick
watch
was
your
doing
hand.
about. I was trying to do the joke that Nick was doing
Yeah.
in chat about handshakers rise up.
Yeah.
yeah.
It sounded bad.
Aviary sounds like another word. I don't want to be saying that at
And
all.
we're not saying
No,
that.
we're not saying that.
And we
We're
don't
not
endorse
doing
that. And those people where it sounds
Not
like
at
it, like
all
they can
the
die.
joke I was intending to make there. Sorry about that.
Yeah. But I was gonna do like an infomercial for like helping birds who like can't swallow upside down.
Let's see that now.
All right. Hi, I'm Cassini. I'm from the American Association of the Aviaries. If you haven't heard by now, birds, they need our help. They can't swallow upside down, and it's a problem. We all love them. We all know what they need. Please, reach out below.
Be the wind beneath their wings.
Thank you so much. I was looking for a tagline, and I had no thoughts.
Yeah. I was working on it while you were talking, so we had a...
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was like a team sort of effort, and Jerry
I was just listening well.
Yeah, and she just looks beautiful while we do that. So I feel like we should talk about like why it's called Yes or Nola.
We should.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we, unbeknownst to each other, we were planning whether we should do something for the show this weekend, and Cassini and I both said simultaneously, "Oh, I can't do anything this weekend. I'll be in New Orleans." I really thought you were going to jump in on that. And then
we were both in New Orleans. I was waiting for that one.
Okay.
I was not in New Orleans.
Harper was not in New Orleans.
Where were you? You were in space.
I
Harper
was in
in
space.
space.
That's right.
But that's not as cool. Yeah, you were there for a bachelorette. I was there for a girls' weekend. We had very different trips to New Orleans.
We had very different trips.
But we both had phenomenal times.
It was a
love
great
New
time.
Orleans. Fantastic city. Oh, I forgot. Nicholas Sanchez was also in New Orleans.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Nicholas Sanchez
Nick
from
in the chat.
our Midwest office.
Pins hopped in the river, floated like
down
a little
the
pin
Mississippi.
down. Yeah, and then hung out mostly I believe along the river side. I think we'll probably get some information.
Yeah,
about
with
that later.
a family of otters.
Yeah.
Very.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
That is what I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I heard,
I
too.
did go to the banks to like pick him up. I was like, oh, we were gonna get coffee. There was some sort of like delay with like the currents. So like, by the time he got there, I had to
Mississippi's
be somewhere
so
else.
bad about that.
I know.
Oh my God, annoying. It's like all that money for what?
All that money that went into the creation of the Mississippi River.
Yeah, it's
I'm trying to think if when cars are on the highway and there's too many of them, that's called it's being gridlocked. If it's like little boats in a river, what is that? Is
Shiplocked.
it shiplocked? Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say squidlocked, and I know that doesn't make as much sense. I know it
Squids,
doesn't.
do they live in rivers?
No.
Well,
Maybe.
We don't. We literally can't know. Like, I feel like the one thing.
I'm not allowed to.
The one, yeah, you're Harper's forbidden.
Space creatures for you only.
And I feel like the one thing that I always hear is like things in water, like you can't even imagine what lives there. It's like always very like it's bigger than space. I know that's talking about the ocean,
yeah,
but
like the river is like river depth.
What about river monsters? I've heard of that. That's a thing.
Oh, I love a river
Monster.
river dolphin,
River dolphin.
Yeah, river dolphins are a thing. The Amazonian river dolphins. They have like really sharp
duh.
teeth. I did a report on them in like a library report in the 5th grade. Also, that episode of the Wild Thornberrys really sticks to me. The river, there's like a general belief, like it's like a myth of sorts that the dolphins can like turn into women at night, and if you fall in love with them, they'll like take you back to the river with them.
I love to be taken back to the river.
I got that mostly from an episode of Wild Thornberries, but
that
oh my
rules.
God, you guys!
but, like take me to the river, yeah,
River
but like
Phoenix?
kill all the snakes.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
I
afraid
just
of the
wanted to say
jungle.
River Phoenix.
Yeah.
Does anybody? I think rest in peace. Is he? We
That's
can't
the-
know. It's fine. We don't know.
I'm not allowed to.
Yeah,
that's
he's not
the-
allowed.
no,
So
no water
I
for
guess
you.
there's literally no telling.
River Phoenix could be out there kicking around.
Paddleboarding.
Hanging out with the squids.
Hanging out with the
Steamboating.
squids and the Amazonian river dolphins.
Now, a river dolphin, I'm thinking it's a little smaller. It's a little bit more earth tone.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not what I was imagining,
They got,
but
like,
sure. A little
longer-
extra teeth.
They got like longer, thinner noses.
Yeah, all
That's
right.
the thing. They have longer, thinner
They're
noses.
so
They're like
slippy.
more dinosaur-y.
They're sleepy?
Slippy.
Oh, slippy.
Yeah.
Slick. They're so smart.
I don't know about the river dolphins. If they were so smart, maybe they'd be in the ocean.
Well,
Whoa.
maybe they're smart because they're
Can't
not in
find
the
their
ocean.
way.
They're lost. Anyways,
Yeah.
so like, do you feel like we should we move into a segment? Should we talk about our NOLA trips? Should we, we really didn't
Plan an order.
plan an order, but this is actually all scripted. This is like,
Yeah.
okay, break the fourth wall. So this is scripted.
Yeah, we love to pretend to be.
We could always go to a
chaotic.
video from Nick.
That is what I was about.
I
to
was
suggest.
like, that's like when in doubt,
Oh, video from Nick.
video from Nick.
All right. Let's
Play the tape. Oh,
do we introduce this at all? Do we introduce this usually?
No.
This is Nick in our.
This is Nick's like segment. The last time we heard from him, he was not using electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
was on the
he was sort of
run.
on the run, I think, again.
But that was like right before he went to New Orleans. So like I'm curious to see.
It's been a
this
gripping
video.
saga. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to see the next chapter of it
Thrilled.
right now.
This is Nick Sanchez from Secret Handshake with another edition of Around the Nick in Tulsa Days. I am standing in front of the first edition of the Tulsa Release the Cows program. This is an empty cow field. We see the gates right here. The Tulsa Release the Cows program is a program where they're releasing all the cows in Tulsa and giving them an opportunity to build their own homes in their own areas. I think it's a wonderful strategy for getting cows to actually work with the Tulsa and state Oklahoma government to provide milk and all of the things that they provide for us human beings. My special fact for today, my fun fact of Tulsa for today, is that Tulsa is commonly known as the New Orleans of Oklahoma. That is because of 2007, the year where mysteriously in East Tulsa, the river in East Tulsa was polluted and gave everyone lobster hands. I don't know why that makes any sense. I guess it's because lobsters are in New Orleans, but lobsters are in Maine usually. New Orleans is more famous for like crabs and crawdads and stuff, but you know, that's what happens. That's what the name is called. So anyway, this is Around the Nick and Tulsa Days. Secret Handshake, Nick Sanchez. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for the luck, Nick. We need it here.
We
Wow.
appreciate it.
Apparently, Nick's doing fine.
A lot better, it seems like.
Nick seems great.
Nick seems great. It's great to hear from you, Nick.
It's great to see that Tulsa is sort of working on what I can only assume is the second iteration of this program. As we know from Nick's first video, there are no horses in Tulsa.
Right.
So I can only think that the cows are, I suppose, following in their hoof steps. And, you know, heading out and making it on their own.
Yeah. Tulsa's really not there for the like knock-kneed, large
Nick
mammals.
Nick wants to say.
Oh, okay.
Nick told me that Nick wants me to tell you guys that he's still not using electricity. And I, frankly, I respect that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, seems great.
You know?
Neither are we.
No.
Yeah, I've been. How long have you guys been without it?
About 3 weeks now.
Yeah, I'm like running on 15 days. Oh, a timer just went off.
Sorry, I forgot to turn these off. That was me. That's a P one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're used to.
like, do you
Sorry,
need-
I forgot.
Do you need?
I can tell that I don't, but
Okay.
that it's just a leftover one.
Sure,
from when
sure,
I was
from
when
space.
I was actually in space.
Yeah, from space.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to distract from the show and make that seem more real. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, it's totally fine. I think that the viewers appreciate it's very like real, very raw.
Okay.
Of
like,
you.
we'd
Okay.
love
Yeah.
to know
I'm
when you
my
were being in
authentic
space.
self. So.
Yeah, I love that. Live, laugh, love that.
Oh, yeah.
So should we talk? Do you want to talk about some New Orleans highlights?
Yeah, what'd
I
y'all
think we
do?
should.
Yeah.
I think we hit some things together. We hit some things separate.
I mean, did you all
gonna
hung
pull up
out
this doc.
together?
We did not
Okay.
at all.
We didn't
see
see
each other
each
in
other.
New Orleans. No.
Not at all.
We texted periodically.
What I love to think is so before the show started, Jerry and I had a little catch up.
Yeah, we did
Went through the photos.
We did a
And
dish.
what I love to think is your body and my body were in the same place.
That would be
Different times.
Oh, when did you go? When did you go to Cafe du Monde? Like what day?
It was Saturday.
I went on
At
Friday.
around yes.
No, I went on Saturday. Absolutely went on Saturday.
What
Okay.
time on Saturday?
Ooh, such a great question.
Probably I'm gonna say 4 or 5.
Okay, we went at like 2 or 3. We went at,
Okay, so
2.
there's a really
We were
good chance
super,
that your
like,
energy
near each other.
signatures
Yeah.
mingled.
Yes.
Yeah. We definitely mingled energy signals for sure. Mingle and signal are two difficult.
I think I meant to say energy signature.
Okay.
That sounds sci-fi too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your energy signatures mingled.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
If you were in the
that
same
is-
location within 2 hours of each other, that means your energy signals would
Were
have
you
mingled.
like picking
Wow,
at my
wow,
aura?
wow.
Did you sit near the front or near the back of Cafe du Monde?
Near the front.
Like how? Like we were like 2 tables in. You definitely, if you walked into Cafe du Monde, you walked past the table I sat at.
I was probably like 3 or 4 tables deep.
Okay, so we would have been right next.
Let's
Did you
draw,
go to the
Let's
bathroom?
draw a map about it. Is what I'm
I
starting to
did
think.
not
Let's
go
draw
to the
this out.
bathroom.
Because I was like, if we went to the bathroom, we could have sat on the same toilet.
Ooh, wow! And
You
then
know?
you really could have shared some skin cells.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was like your butt cells touch my butt cells.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Boop.
So like,
This show's gotten just filthy.
I don't know that we went like anywhere else. We went to that balcony.
yeah, there's like this balcony that has like these beautiful like green hanging plants.
Yeah, they're like big ferns. It's like a Spanish ironwork, and it's like in
Georgina
all the
George.
pictures, beautiful, just like mwah. Bellamy,
We
Bellissima.
both took pictures of
Yes, because it's I think legally required if you're in New Orleans to take
Yeah.
a picture of that balcony.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's so
They won't
fabulous.
let you leave unless you have.
We both took pictures of the church. We both like stood very close to the Mississippi River.
Yes.
I don't know why.
I'm the Mississippi River.
No, you're not allowed to know.
I remember your real name. Yeah.
Do you feel like we should just sort of like go into our respective trips?
Yeah, I think that would be fun. Or like did we do any acts? Did we do? Yeah.
Yeah.
you-
So I went for one of my best friend's bachelorette parties. It was a large group. We got an Airbnb that was like very close to the French Quarter, and basically what we really hit the most was Bourbon Street. So Bourbon Street, if you've never been to New Orleans, is like the party street. It's like
It is
places.
filthy.
I don't think places close, and like as early as 2 or 3 p.m. like people are blackout wasted, just like on the street. In New Orleans, what I learned was that they don't have laws in the
Yeah.
sense like that you can just like take a drink like from the place that you're like an alcoholic beverage like from the bar, like if it's in a plastic cup you can just take it outside
It's just
and
like roadies, sodies all day.
just like walk around with it, which was just like so bananas to me, even though like if you've been to Austin, 6th
Yeah.
Street is like very similar, but Bourbon Street is like a trash hole. Like I felt
it truly is like you feel.
I felt like I'm sure there's a better comparison, but it felt sort of like I was in a broad city sort of reality where like I'm walking down the street and it's like my perspective and I look to the right and like someone is like taking a shit on the sidewalk and then I look to my left and
Yeah.
someo's like buzzing their armpit hair. Like it has that energy and
it's
that
very
chaos.
like seedy is like
Is
the word
it-
I love
yeah.
to use.
Now, is it in the way that like sort of like Times Square is?
It's-
Like it's a touristy?
It's
like
very
older.
touristy,
It's like
shitty.
it's like 80s Times Square though. More
Right,
Like, it's
okay,
like,
that
it's
is
like
what I was
very like
thinking.
grimy and dirty. And like I always think of it like I'm like, oh, would you like to be blackout drunk like on a boardwalk in Jersey Shore,
Yeah.
like but with gators.
Yeah, but gators. And also Jerry and I went on a weekend where like, okay, I don't know about sport.
Same.
But like there was like a sport happening. There was like
It was a big sport.
there was like a big sport.
The Saints were playing the Eagles in the playoffs for like who gets to go
Who?
to the playoffs.
Playoffs for
Who
what?
gets to go to the Super Bowl.
I can't Harper can't know. I'm not allowed to know about that. I'm forbidden.
I actually do know, but I won't tell.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, on that one.
So I just want to say that like I started off the trip. We get to the Airbnb. People are showing up. I'm meeting all these new
Right.
people because it was like a group of like 15 of us or so. Then it's like we all order like a bunch of food like we're like eating, we're drinking, like it's so much fun. We do a little lingerie party exchange.
Right.
And then we all like get ready and we're going to go out to Bourbon Street. We go first to like this sort of like rooftop hotel bar, which was just like full of like, I was like, Jerry,
What
about
hotel
this.
is this?
I don't know.
It's fine.
Before we get too far, our colleague Nick Sanchez, I struggled with what to call him, and I went with colleague, but I said it so weird. Our colleague Nick Sanchez in the chat claiming to have watched the game. It sounds like saying it was a
I
good
believe
game.
it was a very tight game.
I heard it was a
watched
good game.
portions. I spent like a good 20 minutes eating alone in front of a giant screen of the game in a bar where everyone else was like very hype, and I was like front row. There was nobody between me and like the like wall projection of the game, and I was just like, I was having an oyster po' boy and a Sazerac because I was in New Orleans, and I was just like, football! Like they would all yell, and I would go like, whoa!
Yeah. Back
That
to
was
the
a
po'
really
boy.
good full mouth yell.
Yeah. So like so first we went to this rooftop bar. I tried to make a joke with like the bartender who was like very like dark goatee, blue eyes, bun in the back, and I tried to make a joke with him, and he asked if me and my friend were on the same ticket, and I made a joke like, no, of course not. And then he was like, I didn't know. And he like didn't get it. And I was like, once again, I don't know how to speak to men, and men don't know how to speak to me. It's fine. So then after that, we went to Bourbon Street, and we sort of were like walking around, and I was like, wow, this is a trash hole. But like in a way where I was like, this is fun because I was drunk. Went to a bar called The Swamp. Danced upstairs. It was very fun. I was having a great time. Went downstairs. There's like a mini stage in the downstairs area. One of the people from our group had got on stage and was like fully shaking her ass, and I was taking a video of it. And then we were like, haha, okay, let's go to the next bar. I go to reach for my ID, my driver's license, and my debit card in my pocket, and it's gone. It's gone.
Which, just devastating.
It's gone. Like, which I know what happened was I have this giant, disgusting, beautiful phone case, which if you pull it out of your pocket, anything that's in your pocket is also going to come out with it.
Yeah.
And I specifically had multiple conversations like, what kind of bag do I bring? I don't want to lose my things. I don't want to bring my wallet. I don't want to bring my bag.
Right.
Like, I'm just going to put in my deep pocket where they won't be touched, they won't be accessed, and yet they vanished.
Ugh.
I knew that happened because I also had chapstick in my pocket, and I found it at the front of the stage, and I was like, that's what happened, and someone just... I didn't have any money taken from me. It's fine. Obviously, I'm here. I was questioned by the CIA, the TSA,
The NFL.
The
They were in town.
Whoever they were. I don't remember.
The CDC, and like, so I was just like under a lot of questioning for like a strict like 12 hours, but like I made it back. They got all the information they needed, and like thankfully, like you know, the hostages are safe.
The hostage-ers are safe.
But I just want to say, like, so like there was like,
take you hostage.
yeah. That's
so
what I
like
thought.
a specific thing that I wrote down that I wanted to like talk about was like, we went back to the bar like another night, and the way that I got in was I went up to the bouncer and I was like, hey, I lost my wallet in here, like I just need to check. Like I gave a full performance, and he let me in without seeing my ID.
Yeah.
Because that was true. That's what happened. But I had already talked to the manager, and she was like, I'll call you. So then it was like another bouncer. He didn't know who I was. So my lesson that I really learned was like, if you want to get into a bar and you don't have your ID, you just pretend that you lost your ID inside, and they'll let you in. That's what happened with me.
I mean, it seems like a good possible situation.
And I'm a really good actress. Like, everyone was like, wow, that was like really convincing. And I was like, yeah, I got my degree here, guys. I'm not new. But there was a guy who was like on the stage, like being like the MC, who when I lost my ID was like, we're looking for a Kansas driver's license. And everybody in the bar I watched did this. And then like went back to dancing.
Sure.
Love it.
So like when we went back the second night, I was like switching wigs. We were all wearing wigs. So I was like, am I gonna be caught? They can't catch me. I'm wearing 5 different wigs right now.
Sure. They'll never know.
And they played, okay, so this is gonna get a little graphic. My Neck, My Back.
Sure.
So they're playing that. Everyone is singing along on the stage where like me and my gal pals are dancing. The MC, like me and like, so it's like me, gal pals, and then it's like a few, like 2 gay men and some straight men wearing like wigs.
Yeah.
And the bouncer is being like, ladies only, like being like, and these men are being like, what? Like, which was like great. And so then the MC starts to like sing along with My Neck, my bag, lick my blank, and my blank.
Folks, put in whatever nouns you'd like there.
In the comments.
Well, be careful about that. Keep it clean in the comments.
And he, I'm going to say something dirty now, chimes over with my neck, my back, suck my dick, and lick my sack. And I was just like, why would you do that?
Right.
Like,
So
I was
rude.
so excited that he was singing along because I thought he was going to be a man talking about getting his ass eaten. And I was like,
no, but he can't. He couldn't.
he
No.
couldn't. It was
Not New
all
Orleans.
about, it was all about the package. And it was disappointing, but at the same time, that joke sustained us for a good 16 hours.
Sure.
You know, I mean, it was hilarious.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you need. So I would like to give you the floor
Yeah.
since I just
No,
paraded
fabulous.
around the floor.
So
for
yeah,
a
you
long
did your
time.
Friday and like a little hint of your Saturday.
Yes.
I'll do my Friday.
Yeah, go in.
So again, very different day. I got in at 9:30 in the morning by myself.
Woo.
My friends got there at 3, so I checked into our hotel room. I took a shower. I relaxed. It was lovely. We did a hotel. You did an Airbnb. You all had lots of luxurious space. We had 2 queen beds for the 4 of us. We cuddled. It was great. I walked, no joke, 20,000 steps on Friday.
Don't even talk to me till I get my steps.
Got him in.
Girl, I got my steps in this weekend. It was great. I walked from my hotel
Sitting
all
when you're
along the
smoking.
Mississippi, all through the French Quarter. I walked over past Frenchmen. Like, I did a whole
Wow.
thing. I got brunch by myself. I did a quick little tour, Jackson
Yeah.
Square, etc. Had shrimp and grits and a penicillin, which is a cocktail.
Shrimp, grits, penicillin.
The New Orleans trio.
SGP.
Yeah, it's a cocktail with, I want to say, bourbon and ginger beer and something else, but maybe it's not bourbon.
Yum,
and
yum.
Maybe it's not ginger beer. There's definitely ginger beer in it. Anyway, had those. I was like, yes, I'm in New Orleans. I'm having grits. I'm having shrimp. We're doing the thing. New Orleans, by the way, great city to be a pescatarian. So much shellfish.
Makes sense.
I ate so much fish. It was marvelous.
The fish was
Yes.
deloish,
So good.
may I say.
Yeah. While
May
I
I?
was, yeah, you may.
You may.
You may.
Deloish.
While I was having brunch, I received an unsolicited recommendation for a vintage store, which is that the hostess was just like, "Are you a local?" And I was like, "No, I'm just eating brunch alone." She was like, "Oh, you should go to this vintage store, Blue Dream." I was like,
I get a commission for every tourist I send
Truly,
over there.
I was like, what is going on? I was like, great. She had cute style. I was like, I got nothing else to do. It was also literally a block past where I was headed. So I was like, sure. And she was like, there are other great vintage shops along Decatur, blah, blah, blah. So I literally hit 5 different vintage shops. I went to the one she recommended, which sucked.
You were like,
no, it was
thanks.
totally fine. It was totally fine. It was really cute stuff, but it was all $70 for a blouse, you know?
That's not the same thing.
Right.
It's
I was
not
like,
what
that's
it
not what
is.
I want. So then I went to all these little antique stores.
That's not what it is.
It's not what it
Is
should
it?
be.
It
It's
is
not what it
often
should
what
be,
it
but
is,
it often
yeah.
was. It is what, as they say,
That
it is what it is.
Yeah. I went to 7 different antique stores that were just sort of iterations of the same thing. I had a lovely time at Dave's Found Objects. I'll go ahead and give Dave a pitch. It seemed like a great spot.
Yeah.
Tons of cute little drinkware. I'm on the lookout for tiny glasses. We had a big long chat about that.
Jerry loves tiny glasses.
Yeah, I bought these
Same.
earrings.
They're good.
Cute.
They were $10.
Oh, yes.
So
Great.
I love
love.
them.
Goodbye.
So I did that. Then I went, I shot my way back to my hotel room. I relaxed. Then my friends got to town. So I met them in the hotel lobby with champagne drinks. We had French 75s.
Jerry's an amazing hostess.
The hotel was running, their happy hour special was a French 75 and fries for $7, which is a cocktail and French fries for
Okay.
$7.
Fries.
Yeah, French 75 and fries. Very cute. Loved
French
it.
bread. Yes.
Yes. So we did that. We refreshed. We planned up. We went to dinner. We had so many oysters. I had more grits. Bunch of
I had
cocktails.
grits too that were Moz.
Love grits.
Sorry for saying Moz.
At that restaurant we had
Kiss
cauliflower
my grits,
grit.
right? Y'all remember?
Yeah.
Y'all remember Alice? Everybody remembers it, right? We all were there.
Then
Wait,
we
what? What are you
went
talking about?
on a ghost tour, and it was a blast. We did not see any ghosts, but I learned a lot about burial practices in New Orleans.
New Orleans, yes,
You
because
can't
they
bury
can't
below
bury
ground,
anyone.
because
You-
they
wait,
will
you-
float away.
Whoa, but also you didn't see a ghost?
Well, I saw, like, it's debatable.
Oh, okay, cool. Then this story's getting way better.
I didn't.
Is the story only good if I saw a ghost?
No, it's fine if you didn't see a ghost, but if you saw a ghost, oh, I want to hear about it.
I mean,
I didn't realize that, like, so I knew before going to this is my first time to New
Yeah.
Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that New Orleans was, like, spooky.
Is it?
yeah, but they
Hunty,
love the
hunty.
spooky.
And I was like, I'm interested in that. I'm a scared person. Like, I get nightmares from watching Riverdale. So, like, I'm at that level. But, like, I love to hear about the spooky.
Yeah.
Like, I always opened the chainmail. You know what I mean? Like, I opened the chainmail, but I was like, oh, I have nightmares. That porcelain doll in my room just moved her eyes. And
Right.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there was a porcelain doll in my room.
And it was terrifying that she was no longer looking at you.
Pay attention to me!
But she's also a middle child. But what we didn't know, what I didn't know was, like, the reason why that it's so haunted is because you can't bury
Right, yeah.
fully bury someone because otherwise they'll be lost in the sauce.
Right, like, they will become sauce. They will float away. Like, you'll have a little dead gumbo. Yeah.
You can't say that they'll become lost in the sauce. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Like,
But yeah, like, it's like a very, like, well, and there's, like, a very big history of, like other religions and, like, magic and other religions as well.
yes,
like,
which I love. Yes.
yes.
The lube.
We learned a lot about Marie Laveau, the voodoo queen.
Nick says the voice was Deloitte, and it made quite a Deutsch.
My
Clink.
love. No, my favorite thing that the tour guide kept doing is he would name a hotel, and then he would be like, "Is anyone staying in that hotel?" We'd all be like, "No." He'd be like, "Good. It's very haunted."
Oh my god. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we did it. I was, like, disrespectfully drunk, so my apologies. We went out to a bar. I was tucked in bed by 1:30.
Love.
Very, like, we
J'adore.
did not do the whole party, whatever. I joined a bridal parade. It was great. You can just get a parade in New Orleans. I think we all know that
You
now.
can.
Sorry, boy, this is a real bad one, but I wanted to say it now because I think you should just say, "Ja love it," because only a quarter should be French.
Yeah.
This is a New Orleans joke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to.
I'm on this show.
Yeah. I want to talk about something that I think you'll both love that I haven't told you yet
Okay.
of my trip. So I did tell you that I went to a drag brunch,
Yes.
which was essentially like in this beautiful like old what I think was a house that has been converted into a bar restaurant where you order brunch. Bottomless mimosas. Like, my glass was never empty. They're just, like, filling. Everybody's so nice. And there were 3 drag queens who were performing who, like, they came in rotation. They would go to different rooms and you, like, throw money at them. And it's just, like, lovely and super gay, which I love and needed. And it was so much fun. Everyone... So, like, we were in the butterfly room. We're a bridal party. Right next to us, another bridal party. Like, it's someone's birthday.
Yeah.
It's like there were these like 4 like older women who were like, I think just like friends and dining, and they were being so sweet, and they were like, "Are you guys theater majors?" Which like we were because we
You were all singing along.
yeah, Take Me or Leave Me from Rent came on,
Oh,
and
boy.
the whole table started singing along. We made $7 from that. But I will say, so like I went to the bathroom at one point, and I'm sitting there in the stall, and I hear a girl in the stall next to me go, "Wait, Megan, I dropped my weed pen in the toilet." and Megan is like, "Oh my God, yeah, like get it out. Did you get it out?" And she's like, "I did, but like, is it fried?" And I was like, I was like on the toilet, like I obviously brought my phone with me, and I was like, I have to write this down. Like it was, she was like, she got it out, it was fine, but like her being like, Megan, I dropped my weed pen in the toilet. Like her just like out loud in this bathroom. Like I was like, please help her. Like I was like, what would you do? What would Jesus do?
What would Megan do?
What would Megan do? Megan was like, get it out, it's fine. Make sure you dry it out.
Megan
Like,
was very,
clean it.
romance.
You know, she was like, it was amazing.
Put it in a bag of rice. And then at the end you get fried rice, right? Because of the weed pen or something.
I felt so blessed to hear that interaction like I did. Like, I was like I was truly, and I couldn't tell anybody because I went back to the table and it was like everything was so loud and there were so many people that I was with, and I was like, I need to tell this like in a group setting so that it can, because I knew that it would kill. And I'm just trying to get a laugh. It was so good. So that was my story from Drag Brunch that I had to say.
It's good. I liked it.
Thank you.
I love that. As a flip after my friends left, one of the things I did that I was like, oh, this is gonna be really fun. I went to something called the 1850 house, which is a house decorated like it's the 1850s.
Whoa.
And that's it. You just go and you look at the rooms and you go like, ooh, they would have done it like this.
I'm
and then
gonna
you
look
leave.
at it right
it's
now.
a self-guided tour.
Is this it?
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing.
Sorry you can't see.
You just walk through the house and you're like, I see.
Honestly, here we are with this building again.
It's a large building that they're looking at.
Wow.
No, that was like, I was like,
Sort of
that was
rounded
like,
corners.
my friends left me and I was like, oh great, I can really let loose. I went to the 1850 house. I went to 4 different bookstores. I walked through 10 hotels.
Yeah.
Which I was thinking is probably some sort of record. What's the most hotels anybody's been in a day?
I'm sure it's a lot.
I'm sure it's a lot too, but like
For me, it's like one. For me, it's like one.
Right, or like 2.
Maybe
sure,
2.
2's easy. 3's not hard.
Yeah.
But then it starts to get a little tricky. 10 is a lot of hotels for one day.
Are you genuinely, really 10?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of hard to do.
I went into 10 hotels.
I mean, part of it was that they were close by.
They were all right next to each other.
I gotta email Guinness right now.
See if we can get some sponsorship so we can all have a beer.
I didn't have anything to do in any
Guinness,
of them.
beer, and world records.
Yeah, yeah.
A beautiful marriage.
Joke.
I am emailing them.
Okay, good.
But no, we did
Dear
that.
Guinness,
And like we mostly
how many hotels in one
day? Oh,
day?
made a typo there. Had the backspace a little bit. Okay.
And sent.
Okay, great. That was.
Love it.
I'm glad we took the time.
Oh, and it took me to New Orleans Pass.
It knows New Orleans is the place to do it. But yeah, like I feel like my trip was very much like an ambient New Orleans during the day, which is not how New Orleans is meant to be experienced. But it was very fun, very history focused,
Love
very
that.
Snacks focused, very
Love snacks. Love
parade
history.
focused. Yeah,
Love to be surrounded by just old shit.
I love old shit so much.
I love old shit so much. I'm like, I want to see the old shit. I want to touch it and be like, who's old? Who's touched this?
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
I went to the old town. I looked at the old earrings and the old glasses.
Oh my God. I'm like,
I looked at the old dead.
Love.
Not me. I was living in the future, in space.
That's right. Scheduling your pee breaks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Should we move on to a segment?
I think we should.
Let's
We've gone
move
a
on.
good long while talking about our vacations, which I have to believe.
Everybody loved it. I loved it.
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, aren't you guys excited to go to New Orleans?
Yes.
We should take a trip every weekend and then just be like travel guides.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I would love that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I think that seems great.
Okay, great. It would be great if we had a segment about somebody who sort of traveled around and then brought back different stories about potentially any number of things.
I've never
People
heard
you
anything
meet,
like that.
or I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this other segment, though. This is a segment that we do every week.
Now, this is a regular segment. This is...
Now is the time for a segment that we do every single week. This is a segment we do every single week where we talk about the content that we've enjoyed throughout the week. This is a segment we like to call Pitch a Tent, where we pitch the content we've enjoyed throughout the week. My piece of content is Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Season 6, Episode 1, the first episode of the new season, transferred from Fox over to NBC, the Peacock. And looks like they're true to form. Doesn't seem like NBC has ruffled their feathers much. Seems like they're, just back at the old precinct, the Brooklyn Nine-Nine precinct. And they're all up to their goofs and gags. Andy Samberg and the crew are all there. Chelsea Peretti, Terry Crews. Everybody's there, and they're all running around being goofballs. It's very enjoyable. If you haven't caught up, I suggest you do. It's one of the best sitcoms on television. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, NBC, Secret Handshake, Nick Sanchez.
All right.
All right.
Brooklyn
Right.
Nine-Nine. Have any of us watched that?
I didn't realize... Is it on Hulu?
I don't think so.
Not
I don't
anymore.
know. It
They
just did the first episode on NBC.
Yeah,
Would
I
you
haven't
have to
seen
watch
the
it on
newest one.
cable?
I would imagine there's a way to watch it on the internet still, but
Wait,
I don't know what that
is it season 6?
Yeah,
Yeah.
season 6.
Yeah, here it is.
Well, how about that?
Well,
I guess we'll watch that one later on.
Hit play.
Okay.
It is
I'm
on
like, what?
Hulu.
I'm
Nick's
just-
confirming in the chat.
It is on Hulu.
It is on Hulu.
Yeah.
Not sure how he
Okay.
knows that without technology.
Yeah, I
but-
have seen everything. I've seen
Up to
everything
that.
up to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I think I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good cast.
Yeah.
We
Good
live
cast.
quite near the area that is based
on.
upon.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like quite near.
Not in though.
But quite near.
Quite near.
Yeah. Yeah. No one here likes cops. Let's just
That-
say.
Yeah,
to
it's
be
kind of a
clear.
tricky one.
It's a hard show because like it's a very good show.
Yeah, because I would watch
I
it
like-
and then I would think, haha, and then I would see like Brooklyn Cops and I'd be like, haha, and then I'd be like, wait, no.
Yeah, it's a
Bad.
real cognitive
Bad.
dissonance show, I would say for me.
You
Like,
just got to be aware
yeah.
that it is literally cop propaganda.
right,
And,
but like
humanizing like
Yeah.
whatever. Okay,
Mhm.
we don't
Right.
have to go so deep in.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
this is a comedy stream, but we all hate cops here.
yeah. Although I will say
That is a position the show's
And all
willing to
cops are
take.
bad.
Yeah.
But I will say that the show, funny,
yeah, they're not cops.
Chelsea
they're
Peretti
actors.
and Andre Brower are
Oh yeah, so good. So
my
good.
like, and Joe Latrulio or whatever.
Yeah, and like obviously like Gina is like one of the very few bisexual characters on TV.
Yes, and the way they handle that,
very
that's
well
great.
done.
Really well
Not
done.
Gina.
So
I said
sweet. I
Gina,
cried.
but that is Chelsea
Yeah, I was-
Peretti.
I was gonna
Rosa.
say I don't. Yeah.
Rosa. Yes.
And Nick is confirming he watched that through a window, so no worries there. He's not
Oh.
a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nick is
Good,
not
good,
a
good.
liar. That is one thing we know about good old honest Nick there.
Yes.
Honest Pins. That's what we always call him.
You guys got tent? You guys?
Well, we watched similarly,
Excuse me.
like in a kind of a similar vibe. I think also an NBC.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I'm in on it too.
Yeah. Speaking of things that are good on TV, we watched the most recent Good Place.
The Good
I
Place.
mean, we've been watching all of them,
Right.
but yeah,
watched,
we just.
But this one, the
came
newest
back
one.
Did you
for
guys
the
like this
moment.
episode?
Yeah, it was a really good episode.
It's
So a thing I always want to do anytime we finish an episode of The Good Place, I always truly am like, great, can we start over?
Yeah, let's watch
Can
it
we
again.
watch it again? And Harper let me watch it again.
oh, it's so.
Not let me, but like
Right.
was not like.
I don't want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you loser.
Yeah, I'm always like.
That's what I normally
It
say.
like takes us like so long to watch an episode because like I will pause and because anytime there's a big laugh line I have to pause because I'm
Yeah.
always laughing over a joke in that show.
Yeah. It-
No.
It's so good. Like, should we just like not be mindful of spoilies? Like,
No,
I'm
I
trying
think
to-
we should be mindful of
Okay.
I think we should be mindful of spoilers, but I think the show goes hard. I think.
Yes, for sure. Yes, that was yes.
Yeah. The phrase you used last night was
I said, oh, I wish that, or I said I said something along the lines of, I wish SNL would do political comedy that was more like this.
You said this show has the teeth I wish SNL had.
Yeah, that sounds a little more. That sounds right.
They were really like they were doing it sharp. Like
they really are, and like I know that it's like a team of writers.
Just because SNL's political humor is pathetic. It's
nothing.
Miserable.
It's nothing.
And they do so much. I
just feel like the thing that I always think about is like I know that Megan Amram is like a main writer and producer on The Good Place.
Yeah.
And she follows people who I know firsthand who are like indigenous activists and like trans like activists, and like she's like retweeting and liking and interacting with people. Like I know it's not just her, but it makes me feel good to see her interacting with those people on a like in the same way that like I am, and that it is like actually translating like in the thing that she's directly writing for and producing.
Because, you know, there's at least, like, a cognizance of those things in that room.
Yeah, not to take away from the other, like, writers and creators who are also, like, aware, but, like, just because, like,
we're gonna be totally chill on spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
I'm not... I think we shouldn't even be remotely specific about what happened in the episode.
No,
we're just saying we like it. It was really good.
It's
I did a
good.
cry. Did I do several cries?
I did a cry. The show always, like, when it gets to the part where you're like, oh, they want us to cry here, I'm like, I'm already crying.
Yeah,
like I started crying like a good 2 or 3 minutes before the part where you're supposed to cry. And then I cry through that. And it's just like it's like genuinely very good.
Yeah. I kept, and this is like, I don't know what it was. I just kept like, I would like laugh at a joke and then I would just turn to Harper and be like, I love you. Like, literally.
It's a feel-good show.
It is a feel-good show.
Yeah.
And I've been wondering in season 3, like, what are we trying to say? Like, what?
Yeah,
I don't want to, without getting too specific, we'll talk about this later, but
I think it's been clear where they've been headed for at least a little bit, and I think that they're going to go where, at least where I wanted them to be going.
I think they are. I think they're, I think they're doing a very
interesting
cool
show. They change things up constantly.
Yeah, which I love.
Amazing cast. Have we talked before about, we looked at an article about how Eleanor is like the horniest character on television, and it's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's
so
good.
Horny.
She's so horny.
She's so horny. Yeah.
So just a bunch of good things. Phil Jackson in a cameo role there, hanging out. Yeah, it's fine. For old fans of, I mean, my first.
That one.
Not that one. No, my first being aware of Phil Jackson was seeing him on the Chris Gethard show reading poems.
How do I find him?
I don't know. We'll talk later.
We'll do it later. We don't want to spoily doilies. We'll tell you.
Oh, okay. It's this person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, good. That makes me feel glad to know that.
Yeah,
great
he's
app.
Great app. Pull up our list.
Oh, here we are.
Sorry.
We will spoil your milk. No worries there, Greg.
We've got several cartons of spoiled milk in the refrigerator.
No,
we
we're
are
sad.
adults.
Yeah, so I have like 3 things that I'm going to talk about very shortly. So the first one is that my girlfriend Emma suggested that we watch this show called Forged in Fire, which has the exact identical format to a cooking competition show, but instead of food, it's people making weapons.
Yeah, so we have watched.
Yeah, I've seen quite a bit. I've seen a bit of this program. I have not seen Forged in Fire, Knife or Death. I will clarify, I have not seen that season.
It makes sense that you have seen this. It makes sense that you have seen this.
Yeah, I saw this because Harper was.
Okay, great. Yeah. That's what I would assume, but I didn't want to.
This is the show. They're banging out the swords. They're cutting cut the piece of meat.
Yeah, the bladder, the water bladder. Yeah. We're like cutting coconuts.
It is the show is so dumb and seems so unsafe.
The safety procedures in the show, I can't watch because I'm just like, someone's going to lose a finger. Like someone is going.
But it's like these people, like they're blacksmiths. So like
they're amateurs.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I watched an episode where a guy put a hairdryer through a thing in his backyard to make a big fire so he could make a sword. I don't know if that man could be considered a professional.
Right.
He actually did a great job, but
Yeah. Like, I know a professional blacksmith.
Yeah, Nick says forge and fire whips.
Nick, it's
hammers,
swords.
it nails, it swords. Yeah.
It's
maybe it whips. They got little.
It honestly rules. Like I was like, I didn't realize like before she had talked to me about it before because her younger sister May was like, me and my boyfriend watch this. You guys, Emma, you would love this, which is like very true. And she was like, I think you would like it, and I was like, okay, like I'll watch an episode, and I was like, I love to hear like it's like the exact. See, I love like a Food Network cooking like competition show,
and it's like, done in the exact same way.
Literally
too.
Exactly the same, but all of the words are made up to me.
But like the format as well. It's like they
like
provide the
3
challenge in the
rounds.
same way. Like
It's
they
the same
give
way.
you limited time.
Right.
That's clearly what's like makes
But it's like
people mess
you
up.
have to
like,
make your own hammer and a sword in 3 hours. I'm like, wait, what? And it's really cool. And the one episode that I watched, it was like the first woman to win.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
which
yeah.
was awesome because she was like really buff and she was like just like really good at what she did.
Yeah.
Dope.
And she was, it was really cool.
Yeah, I
So
love
that's
that.
like my first tent. My second tent is that when I was at the Bachelorette weekend in New Orleans on Sunday night, we had a chill out night and we ended up watching like, I don't know, like 3.5 hours of this trash show called 3 Wives, 1 Husband, which is about a polygamist family in Utah. And the consensus is it's
what a brave
sad.
setting.
It's sad. It's like honestly, I'm like, why did I put this on here? I think it was like, it's just basically like these women dealing. It's like the thing is like so bananas is like a lot of the things that they say about like learning about themselves and like what they're able, like these women being like, I learned that like I can like have depths of like love and like want to like share my husband. It's like very like almost there, but then it's like rooted in something that's like not good, and it's like very patriarchal and very like the men are literally like, I am trying to be like God, like I'm trying to manage all of these people. Like that's literally what someone said. And like that is sad because the women are like then at home like watching literally like 20 children. And they're like, we're like, when we're courting a new wife, like we're courting the woman like as a family, and like the children are in on it as well. It's like really bizarre.
It feels, I don't know.
It's like so, it's like just, it's really strange because like as a queer person, like non-monogamy and like polyamory is something that is like very much practiced like in different parts of the queer community, and it's very like
I think it's becoming
it's fairly
way
common
more
in like the
common
heteros,
thing, at least
like in every community,
at least openly more
for
common.
sure, for sure. But like, so it's like the ideas of like possession, like you don't own, like
like the being the god to these women thing is like very much more a complicated thing than the actual polyamory and the actual polygamy.
Yeah, that was bananas. And then the other thing that I played at the Batch weekend.
Okay.
For about 2 hours, I played Oregon Trail.
Oh, really?
Yes, because you can play it on like a desktop. Somebody said that, like we brought up Oregon Trail for some reason, and someone was like, I think you can just like play that on like in
Just
a window.
Just
and
like
I was like,
through the web. Yeah.
What? And I was like, beep boop, beep boop, boop. And then I could do it. And I was like, name your family. And I was like, cool, tit, taint, titty, butthole, ass.
Okay.
And it was like, oh, ass has a broken arm. Taint lost a toe. Like, whatever. And it was like hilarious.
Taint lost a toe.
Like, sorry, Taint. Oregon Trail, racist game. Like, we're doing like sort of a native thing that like that comes up, and it's bad. So that's bad. That's bad. That's it.
Yeah.
But the game but like the game of like we're planning, like you have to choose like what kind of person you are. Like, are you a carpenter? Are you a farmer? Are you a banker? And then you have to like it was so much fun.
It seems.
And
so what you're saying is to get you into video games, we just need to dive deeper into some RPG mechanics.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what RPG mechanic is. That Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Yes.
Yeah. You also played a new video game this weekend, right?
Yeah, it's not interesting to talk about, though. I've been playing Dead Cells quite a bit.
How was it?
It's great. It's a very good video game. The sense of humor is not interesting at all, but the game is very good. Yeah. It's a fun game to play, and yeah.
It seems like a fun. I don't.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be a good conversation topic here.
Okay, I haven't played a game. I feel left out, but not really. Should we show these kind people something we want to tell them about?
Sure. Do we want to let Nick go first on that?
Yeah.
Always.
Let's hit it off, Nick.
All right, this is going to be our show and tell segment, and we'll go first to our correspondent, Nick.
Folks, this is Nick Sanchez back again with another edition of Show and Tell. I don't know if you can tell, but this is a road to nowhere. This is the end of a road, and back there, no human has ever gone before. So my show and tell is a little sneak preview. For next week, I'm going to be taking the road to nowhere, and you at home are coming with me. Nick Sanchez, Secret Handshake.
That's very
Wow.
exciting.
All right. Boy, oh boy, all of us diving back into frame as that video ended.
I've been in frame.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you have a show and tell?
Do
you want to go first? Or no?
No.
Do you want to go first?
I will go.
Or do you think you should go last? That's fair.
No, it's fine. I'm happy.
You prefer.
I'm happy to go first.
Okay, you don't think it's big finish?
You could be the big finish.
I could
I'll
be.
I'll go next. Give me mine.
Okay, do you want both?
I have two show and tell.
Or I'll take whichever one you don't want. Okay. I only have one show and tell. So while I was in New Orleans, when you're in Jackson Square, you like walk around the edge and everybody is selling their art. Some of it's cool, some of it's very expensive.
Sound is crinkly. We're getting.
Hang on, is it me? Is it better?
It could also you could just be hearing.
Oh yeah, I am crinkling also.
Yeah, there's actual crinkling. You might just be getting some asthma tingles.
Yeah, so I was walking by and I found one I absolutely loved. This is by...
This is the first time seeing this.
This is the first time seeing this. This is by Annie, the artist from
Impressive
Cameroon.
that you read that upside down.
I'm a good upside down reader.
Wow.
It says, you'll probably remember from being in New Orleans, everywhere you go, it says, Laissez bon temps rouler, which is let the good times roll. This little friend, I don't know if you can tell, it says... I don't speak French, so I'm butchering this, but it says "Laissez bon cat rouler," let the good cats roll.
That is very good.
It's apparently definitely a mic situation.
Yeah, let us know if the issues are continuing.
Yeah, is it still happening? Is it my fault? But I love this little kit. It's on a skateboard. It has a trumpet. It is chubby like me, you know.
Love.
It does have a weird leg.
Yeah, it's got some bunches, but like
yeah,
so do I. So like
Can I see it front facing? Yeah. Oh my god, a little trumpet.
Yeah, I saw
Sorry,
her
folks,
and I love her. We're good now. Thank you for letting us know.
Look at this.
But yeah, I loved it. So I took it home with me. I did, when I went there, I only went with my backpack, which was like a backpack stuffed full of a 3-day weekend's worth of clothes. And I then had to I also bought 3 used books.
Wow.
Sorry, 2 used books and a new book. And so I had to like shove it in. So I'm really happy that it ended up.
So good.
Right? I love it.
We
Harper,
love cats here.
We do love cats. Harper, do you want to go next?
Sure. My show and tell is... It's just another piece of art that Jerry got. I'm just showing a second piece from the same from the same artist.
Still crinkly.
Well, we went back and forth there. I'm sorry, I do not know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't continue. We've got like a couple seconds of show left.
Yeah, we're gonna be done soon.
This
Yeah,
is
so
another.
just suck it up. Okay.
This is another cat. I'm sorry if it's crispy.
I love his tie.
I'm not seeing anything on our end that would indicate that, but
Can I see it?
oh, maybe just right there.
Wow. This cat is playing a trumpet and wearing a beautiful tie, if you can't
I love
tell.
it. And I love that it sounds kind of a little butthole.
Ugh, adore the booty hole mouth.
Embouchure, I believe that's called.
Uh-oh, looks like Grant's gonna
Cats
sue
want
us.
me to look at their butthole, and this cat wants me to look at his butthole so much that it's playing a trumpet with it.
It is very much like, hello, I'm now next to you. Here's my butthole. Love that.
We're all making buttholes with our mouth.
All right, Mimi, do you have that?
Yeah, so last week I forgot my show and tell, and so I brought that show and tell.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's this friend.
Whoa!
Oh my god, I love it!
It's like a plastic. Is this a Dalmatian?
Yes.
Good. I'm pretty sure that I found this maybe on the street.
I really like it, and you know what?
Touch it.
It goes perfect with my TV.
Ah!
This is what you had.
Oh my god.
This is a child. This is what you had.
Hi,
I
Mom.
love it. Oh, hi, Mom.
Look at it.
I love this plastic here and this little almost bone right here.
Yeah.
Oh, can't do that.
So this is
Good
a really
patterning
good,
on it.
I've kept this plastic animal with me for a really long time, and I went through my junk drawer suitcase recently and found it, and I was like, I've got to have this out.
Yeah.
What is
No,
this
no.
doing in a suitcase
belongs on
in
a
my
shelf.
closet? This belongs on a shelf. So that's my first show and tell.
I love
If you wouldn't mind holding it.
Sure.
My second one is a t-shirt that I bought in New Orleans that I think you guys are going to love.
I can't wait.
It says, I'm retired, but I work part-time as a pain in the ass.
I love it. I love it. I told you that Bourbon Street is a boardwalk.
And that's the proof.
Nick, do you love this shirt?
So,
Yeah, I think that you can pretty much guess that he's gonna like that shirt.
I bought it, and I was like, I think I didn't take it off for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I bought it, and then
You put
I
it right
came
on.
home, I took a shower, I put it on, I didn't take it off until I got back in New York. I think I might have even worn it to bed. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. I want to put it on, but it would mess up my mic, so I'm not going to.
That's true. We've already been having trouble.
So I'm just gonna do like this. I'm retired, but
Here, let's all show off our kids.
I work part-time as a pain in the ass, which is true. I am retired, but I work part-time.
I'm here to tell you that the dichotomy of cats versus dogs is bad. Both are good animals. Cats
Wow.
and dogs.
Hot take.
I like them both.
And I'm here to let them get comfortable.
And I'm here to be a pain in the ass. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. We had a great time. We hope you had a great time too. We really appreciate it. If you want to drop down below, leave us some love. What happens? I don't know what happens on
Donate in the
YouTube.
comments.
I don't know what that
Subscribe.
meant. If you want to drop down below, leave us some love.
Yeah, comment. Tell us how much you love us.
Yeah.
Tell us that we're all hot. Tell us that we're funny. Subscribe.
You can email us fun at secrethandshake.live.
You can follow us
Email
on.
compliments at Secret Fun.
Yeah, I don't know what we want people to email us, but you can.
You can follow us on Instagram at Secret Handshake
Oh, Nick
Live.
says hit that bell button so you get notified when we go live. That's a good note. That's a great note.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Twitter at
Live handshake.
Live Handshake. Please follow us. We love you guys so much, baby. Mwah.
Oh, I love
Down
it.
to
Love
my
you.
heart into the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive. Carve my name into